Welcome to my kitchen. You're cooking with Gigi today, and we're preparing some holiday dishes and some of my favorite traditions. One of those is a green bean casserole, and I have been making this casserole for my entire life, and I cannot not make it for Thanksgiving. It is one of my favorite. So what I've done, I've started with some fresh green beans, and I steamed them. I cut them and steamed them, and then I blanched them in cold water to stop the cooking so that they stayed nice and green. So we're gonna put that in a pan in just a moment after we saute a few fresh mushrooms up. So these are fresh chopped little baby Bella mushrooms. So we're gonna saute these mushrooms up in a little olive oil with some garlic. A little fresh garlic. Then we're going to add our fresh green beans. And I'm actually making a big green bean casserole because I have a lot of guests, but obviously you could shorten this. So we're just sauteing this up, the mushrooms and our green beans. And then into that, we are going to put some water chestnuts that have been diced. This gives it a nice little crunch that's unexpected, because when the green beans cook down, it can get a little bit mushy and not have texture, and this keeps a little texture in it. I also have some toasted slivered almonds, which I love in my green bean casserole. Again, it's a good crunch factor and adds just a bit of nuttiness. Now, you can buy a mushroom soup, or you could actually make it with just cream and flour and add it here. I like to take a little shortcut. This is nice and flavorful. So this is just a cream of mushroom soup, and we're going to just add that in here. This is very Southern traditional green bean casserole. We're gonna mix that all up in there. It already smells so good. Add a little bit more salt. And then I like to put a little pinch of cayenne pepper in mine. Not to make it, it's not making it spicy, it just gives it a little depth. We're gonna just let that cook down for a minute, add a little fresh black pepper. And then instead of using heavy cream, I use a little milk just to go with our soup mix. Just makes it nice and creamy when you cook it down in the oven. Then, this is very key. So we take a little bit of the already prepared crispy onions, and these are also gonna go on top of the end, but we're gonna go ahead and incorporate these into the casserole. And we're going to just stir that around. So now we've cooked this down just a little bit, and it's going to cook more in the oven. So we're just going to pour it into a lightly oiled dish. And again, I've made a lot, so usually you would make half of this amount. It smells so good. It's already nice and juicy, and get the juice all mixed around. And this is going to go into our oven, and we're gonna cook it down for a while, and then we'll put the onions on top and cook it a little more, and it'll be ready to serve.